What's good, everybody? It's your boy Tens and one third of the SOS podcast, and I'm here with the boy. Actually, this is your second appearance. We're here with Zeus, the marijuana McFly.
You're was popping on my good people.
Yo,
And
first and
my
foremost,
beautiful man to be.
this is both humorous and actually serious because I was actually sad about it, but you're from Brooklyn originally, so my deepest condolences. We lost Valletta Wallace. Peace be upon her.
Yeah. Yeah. And Kai too. I don't know if you know about the MC from Brownsville, Kai. He passed
Hi.
in November. So
I
yeah.
never heard of that guy, but condolences to him and his family as well. He said he was from
Word.
Brownsville.
Yeah, he was from Brownsville. If you I mean you're a I would put you among my esteemed hip hop artist fans list, like where the real where the real content and depth is
Right.
at, but you should def check him out. But yeah, now
Okay.
a lot of
Okay.
a lot of
Well,
people like he never blew up. He was like a firefighter his whole life and shit. So he never
okay.
blew up, but he's like one of those artists that's got he's got the craziest features. Like he's got the MF Doom features. He's got the Rock Marciano
Whoa.
feature. And it's like no one knows who
I
this
mean,
guy is.
but see, like that's the thing too. Like that's one of them like humble brags. Like shit. Like what the fuck can you tell
Yeah.
me? I had MF Doom on the track. Like that.
Yeah.
He's so
Like a
reclusive.
Sean Price type
Peace be
nigga.
upon him.
Hmm.
But yeah, dog. And I'm glad to have you back because like I said, this I'm gonna say this now on YouTube because it's the first time our YouTube audience will hear it. So I remember being on SoundCloud back in the SoundCloud days. I remember I saw it was like Marijuana McFly follows you. I was like, who's this? And I saw pictures of him, and he had the colored hair, the tight T-shirt. I'm thinking, oh, okay, he must be one of those like, one of those rappers, But then I finally listened to Kamikaze. Yo, I'm sitting in the lotus position. I was like, whoa. I was not expecting that.
I haven't listened to that. I haven't listened to that tape in mad long.
Yeah, it's crazy how like like there's songs you drop and you revisit them and you be like, oh, man, what the fuck was I
Yeah.
on?
Yeah, for real. Because I've
But
listened to
how?
like, some of my old
Okay.
material and I was like, damn. Oh, I'm sorry to cut you off. What were you about to say?
Oh no, yeah. I was pretty much about to say the same thing you did, like because I listened back to my stuff and I'm like, damn, I was a better rapper back then, but I'm a better writer today. Cause you know how like when most rappers start off, like they be having like goddamn 30 bars in a in a verse and shit.
Yep. Yep.
you know, just spitting.
Dead ass. My brother, he used to tell me, like when I was in high school, that's when I dropped all that shit after I graduated. But when I was in high school is when I wrote like Kamikaze and all that stuff. And my brother,
Yeah.
he used to tell me that I rap like I was like reading a dictionary. And I'm like, damn. Niggas is not gonna want to hear that shit.
I mean, but hey, there's an audience for it all. But yeah, like the general audience, yeah, no. But if you're lucky enough to tap into that market, who actually likes, who actually has like the attention span for that, then oh yeah,
Yeah.
you get because like what, like Immortal Technique, right? Like he was able to tap into that audience who actually likes that kind of music. So
Right.
that's why he
Right.
can just make whatever the fuck he want. Or who's this nigga? See, I'm about to expose myself. I used to I still do sometimes. I used to listen to this nigga named Necro. He's not even a nigga. He's white, but he's from New York too. Like,
That's crazy. I
but
know who Necro is, bro. I know exactly who Necro
oh,
is. They got some fire, bro. They
oh,
had some
see,
fire music back in the day. I'm not gonna lie, them niggas
yeah,
they
bro.
was dropping some heat.
Like what was it? Like Necro, Ill Bill, Gore-Tex, all them
Them
niggas.
niggas had some shit, bro.
Jedi
Ill Bill
Mind
was
Trick.
fire. Ill Bill was fucking
bro. Like
fire.
I still listen to Jedi Mind Tricks. You know the that
Yo, what's
Vietnam
up?
War. Hey yo, this is my little brother B.
Real,
This is Zeus the marijuana McFly.
what's up? What's up? Just hey, real quick, y'all. Can y'all hear me? Cause
Yeah.
oh, y'all can hear me. All right, cool.
Yeah, I can
Cool,
hear
cool.
you.
All right, yeah. I was trying to do sound checks for the past like 15 minutes, and I was not registering nothing. So I just want to make sure everybody can hear me. Hey, what's up, Zeus? Thank you for coming
Good,
through.
brother. Definitely. Thank y'all for having me.
For sure, for
Yeah,
sure.
man. I just discovered that Zeus is another person who knows who Necro is, and I'm like, ain't no way.
Yeah. Like when
That's
I
if
like
you don't
I
know who
like I
Necro
like
is,
I
that's
like dungeon rap, bro. You know, I like not just
what's
like
it called?
underground hip hop, but like what's under the underground hip hop. You feel me? Like what's in the dungeon. You feel me? If that
Oh,
makes
so it's
sense.
called okay. So Necro would be dungeon rap, like
I mean, I would consider it dungeon rap just because like not a lot of like you got to be like a super fan of the underground. I just consider like super underground fans. Like if
yeah.
you're that into the underground, you in the dungeon at that point. You feel me?
Oh, okay.
Okay, that's what's up.
Yeah,
That's
it's
what's up.
like you definitely gotta have an appreciation for the craft to listen to them
Yeah.
because Necro is definitely gonna scare the host. All right.
Yeah, no, I don't think I have any artists that I was on that type of timing with, like on some like truly underground stuff. Like it was, I don't know. I think the last like truly underground dude I was listening to, he stopped rapping a while ago. It was a dude, Tenzin. I told you about him, a dude named Sandlot, and I remember like one of his videos had went like viral on Twitter. I think at one point, and I was like super excited because I thought he was about to blow up, and he just didn't really do nothing. And I was pissed off about that.
Sandlot is a
And
fire.
yeah, it was dope.
He's a fire rapper.
Yeah, I think it was Sanlot. I remember. I think he had a couple tracks on SoundCloud, and then yeah, I want to say like right before the pandemic, he kind of like stopped dropping, and then I thought he
Mhm.
was gonna get back to it, and he never did. But yeah, no, it's that's the thing. I don't know. I guess I'm not really a big SoundCloud guy. Like I got a couple tracks on there that I think are cool, but like other than that, I'm not really a big like SoundCloud dude. So I guess that's why I don't really got really much connection with underground rappers and stuff.
I feel that. I feel that. I feel
But
like
anyway, Zeus, speaking of the go ahead.
oh, I was about to say in the context of like SoundCloud and underground rap. I don't know. I feel like I get kind of like a mix from like like SoundCloud or like suggested, but also just from like normal streaming services sometimes.
Okay,
You know, yeah. Definitely like with a lot of older
Definitely like
shit.
word of mouth, yeah.
Yeah.
okay, that's what's up. That's what's up.
But
So
what were
Zeus,
you about to
man.
say something?
Oh no, I was gonna say, Zeus, man, you've been in Memphis now for a while. And I just want to know, like, what is it like? What has it done for your sound, like, lately? Have you been experimenting with some Memphis sounds, or you still just been,
Nah.
the the boom bap god, like?
I feel like yeah, I feel like if anything, it's just made me kind of go more into myself, low key. Now I'm starting to like I've got some things in the works. I'm not gonna like say too much, but I got some things in the works with some Memphis artists. But I'm gonna be producing the tracks, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna have a little more like leeway with how I can steer, you know what I'm saying? Like how it sounds. So it's
Right.
gonna be like it's gonna be Memphis niggas rapping over New York beats. You feel me?
Oh,
That's
That's gonna be
what's
fire.
about to happen.
Hey, that's what's up, man. So 5 foot fronto gonna be goddamn
Yep.
on the beat tape, like. But how the yeah. Speaking of which, your alter ego 5 foot fronto. How the instrumentals been coming? Have you been working on beats too, or?
Yeah. Matter of fact, so I know it last year and kind of like the years previous, I just been like dropping a lot of albums and stuff. But I think the plan is like maybe the whole year, but I don't know. I might because I do have like some albums finished. So I might start dropping albums in the summer, but I might I might just dump singles all year, like just all year.
Okay.
Yeah,
And like
the beats is like it's crazy.
what direction are some of the singles going? If you can tell us that.
When you say direction, you mean like sound wise?
Yeah, like a summer vibe, like like that hardcore. Like what we going for?
Um, I low key been in my dance hall bag. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's what's
yeah.
up. That's what's
So
up.
I've been. It's like it's dance hall, but it's still 5 foot frontal. So I've like found a way to make like I don't know boom bap reggae, if that makes sense. So yeah, it's
Oh,
gonna be something.
okay. I was gonna say, you
Yeah,
know what? Actually, do you know how to sample?
yeah.
You know what?
That's like my main thing.
I always wanted to sample Mr. Vegas and like try to rap over some Jamaican shit. Like you remember that song? Hot fuck with it.
Yeah,
Yeah. Like I
bro.
wanted to sample that.
That's
See
kind of
that?
where I've been going with this shit. That's kind of where I've been going with the
Oh yeah.
shit. It is kind of hard. It is kind of hard, but like that's just because of like the drum patterns. But I've been kind of
Oh yeah.
yeah. I just been fucking around with it. I've been fucking around with it. But everybody's gonna hear what's happening soon. I got some shit
Okay,
coming.
bet.
That's
You ain't
what's
gonna
up,
have
man.
niggas like have niggas doing like dangerous ass wrestling moves off the speakers to get torqued on.
You feel me? Shit gonna be crazy. It's gonna be a straight yard man party.
Yeah, the Yachty's coming out.
You feel me? That's what I'm trying to do.
Hey man, that's what's up. That's what's up. Uh, but yeah,
I've been fucking with like the African music too, like the sample wise. I've been like trying to like sample like this African music and shit.
like Afro beats.
Oh yeah.
Kind
Yeah,
of,
Big
yeah,
Sean got the contact.
like older Afro beats and shit, kind of like Afro soul or like Afro soul, like some Cubano music and shit.
Okay,
I really
okay.
just been playing around with like I don't know, like a lot of percussion and like I guess like I don't know, just like real like ethnic sounds. You feel me? Things that are
Yeah.
like the farthest from hip hop. You know?
Yeah, so like,
Okay.
so yeah, so you like African stuff, like were you playing around with like reggaeton and everything like that?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. No, that
Oh
sounds.
man, what
What
you know
made you
what?
want to go for the What made you want to go for like the foreign influence when it came to the beats?
Really just
Good question.
okay, so like my songs sometimes I feel like my songs can be wordy and I'm trying to like be less with that, but also I'm like still like sticking to my guns.
Right.
So with the whole like lyrical shit, you feel me? I'm still like trying to make niggas dance, you know what I'm saying? So
Oh,
you feel me? Yeah.
no, I got you. I got you.
Yeah, like trying to find like that perfect balance. Like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
for example, J. Cole. Like he can be
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
lyrical as fuck, but at the same time, like he can have some fun too. So
Check. And I'm like, anytime anybody hears reggae, you feel me? No matter like if they m- most people dance to fucking reggae, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or like if you hear like Spanish music, you know what I'm saying, or like some salsa music or some
yeah.
shit, like it just makes your body want to move, you feel me? So I'm like, yo, if I can boom bap or lo-fi the fuck out this shit,
Mm.
Wow. Ooh, I know it's been done plenty of times, but you might as well sample Tito Puente.
oh yeah. Oh yeah. Got to. And I've been in my my Japanese jazz bag lately. I've been like low key trying to move out of that because
Ooh,
that shit is like damn near
yes,
lo-fi. So
yes,
Mm.
yes, bro. Like that's the perfect. Oh my god. Yeah, I can't wait for them 5 foot fronto beats because like them Japanese like especially like that old like that 80s Japanese R&B like
you
them
feel me, bro?
like
Like
them
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest, I've been sampling mad animes like
Swear not. Yeah. So like like you said, like keeping it lyrical, but trying to like have something you can dance to too. Like, is there any artists that you think of that you kind of look for inspiration when it comes to like that type of style?
mm, as far as I don't know, I guess I would like I guess I pinched like inspiration or like specific inspiration things from like certain people and shit.
Yeah.
But I guess somebody who encompasses that really good, like being lyrical, but also like making motherfuckers want to dance was like maybe like Fela, or like Bob Marley. You feel me? Or like
Yeah.
I don't know, like Marvin Gaye. Marvin Gaye got some tracks, you know what I'm saying? Where it's like, who the fuck made this beat? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, and I try not to overly sample Marvin, but like he just got too much good music not to fucking
Right.
sample.
Yeah. It's like
Right.
it's hard not to, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, cause like even though he was definitely singing, but I mean,
That nigga was sing
like,
rapping.
right? Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
It reminded me of hip hop. Still, it's
Yeah.
like especially like that "What's Going On" song. Like that could be a hip hop track for real.
For real, bro was spitting.
You know, I always think of like an older artist. What's the dude's name? What's the dude's name who did the Pusher Man song?
Curtis Mayfield.
Yeah, Curtis Mayfield. That's right. I almost said Curtis Blow. I was tripping. No, but Curtis Mayfield. Yeah, like I always found his stuff like that. Like, some of the stuff I listened to wasn't like his deepest lyrics, but he still could spin a narrative.
Yeah,
Wow,
especially Pusher.
Yeah, especially Pusher Man. Like he gave you that drug dealer's whole day almost.
Right.
Hey, you just in.
I mean,
I'm your Pusher Man.
I mean, hell. Hey, B, remember like that damn Superfly movie? That was just a 90-minute music video, bro.
Yeah,
it really was. It really was.
Yeah, like the OG Superfly is literally just a whole Curtis Mayfield music video. Like it's just he had some stuff to get off, and they was like, "We'll just craft the movie around that." Like that was Priest was Pusher Man. Like that was like Nah, bro.
And that was a perfect soundtrack for that movie too.
Right. Shout out to my boy Priest, man. That man did a bump, chased a nigga through town, whooped his ass.
In Pumps, he did all the shit. He did all the shit in Pumps.
No, the craziest was when he brushed off the white cop and said, "All right, don't cancel me, people watching. I'm quoting the movie." He brushed off the white cop and said, "Get your hands off of me, you redneck faggot."
Oh yeah,
I fell out when I first watched that. I'm like, "There's no way." Oh, bro.
Like,
see, that's what the remake was missing, bro. They didn't have nobody who was really doing the soundtrack like that. They had a couple, like trap hits.
I think it was like what, like Future and Ross, basically.
Yeah, it was mainly just a lot of Future and Ross, except for one scene. They put the Pusher Man song in one scene, but like other than that, like the soundtrack didn't really have no real like narrative. Like, it was just straight up Ross and Future were throwing a song or two, like, and that was it.
I mean, I wonder though, like, I wonder if the 70s were really that crazy. Niggas just walk up to you like, "Hey, you wanna blow?" You be like, "Yeah, man, sure, nigga. Thanks, buddy." Just like
I think it was. Because this is when the coke was like real. You feel me? It was like real coke.
Right.
So that
shit, like
I'm about to say, it's like high grade coke, low quality weed. So like it probably was wild like that. Like nobody was really chilling. Like unless you was one of them soldiers who was coming back from Vietnam, you wasn't really getting no good weed. Like that was just all.
You was getting that Vietnamese weed or that opium, whichever.
Yeah. So everybody was out here tweaking off the dang cocaine.
Everybody blow it up.
But them 70s movies really would make you think like, like that shit look crazy. Like,
right.
Between Superfly and the Warriors and the shit that fucked me up was Cooley High, bro. Like Cooley High.
Man, I'm gonna lose my black card. I still haven't seen that.
That shit had me dead.
Nah, bro. It was crazy, but like the way stuff went left so fast in that movie, like I was just like, "Good God!"
It's tragic like that.
Man, it was real tragic, bro.
Like, got me scared to watch it. Huh?
No, it wasn't like graphic. It was just like, I mean, so many people
rip your heart
lives
out.
ruined. Yeah, so many people's lives was ruined off of
Dang,
nothing. Hey, it was crazy.
No reason.
Yeah, bro. Coolie High, man. My mom used to love that movie. That was like her used to be her favorite movie. I don't know what she said it is now, but yeah, she used to watch it all the time when I was younger. So like, there was points I could remember damn near the whole movie. Like,
dang, you've seen it that much.
yeah, bro. That shit was crazy. There was a lot of like when you think about like old 70s movies, there was a lot of like good movies, but it was just like people. I know people complain about black trauma, but niggas was getting fucked up in some of them 70s movies, man.
Shit was
I remember
wild, bro.
I watched this one joint a couple years ago called Aaron Loves Angela. Like and like yeah, that was another one that was crazy. Like it was like almost like some Romeo and Juliet type thing. It was a black dude hooking up with like this half Latino girl or whatever. Like it was yeah, and it was in New York City, of course. That was the other thing. Like,
Everything happened in New York. Yeah.
bruh,
Everything.
New York, when you watch New York and Chicago, when you watch them old movies, bruh, that's hell. It's
It's
Gotham
the
City.
jungle, bro. It's literally
Right.
the jungle.
Like
Yo,
the craziest part is when like it's depending on what specific years too the movies take place. There's like whole swaths of the black parts of New York with torn down buildings and just trash for like just a trash island in the middle of the city. And that was real. Like people was really
right.
living like that.
Bruh.
That's crazy. Like no wonder they was doing heroin and stuff. Like I imagine living in that. Like that's crazy. Like it's
Um, yo, Big John, he pointed out something hilarious. So on the Warriors video game, I guess for some reason they just could not be straight up honest with it. But the way you get health back was you go to a drug dealer and buy Flash. But the
Yep.
way they did the Flash was they'd be like, you'd be like, okay, they're clearly doing cocaine. Like, just say they didn't. I mean, because yeah, I'm pretty sure back then coke was a fighting fuel as well.
Feel
But at
me?
the
They
same
need to
time,
bring back
how?
PS2 content like that. You feel me? They need to bring back
Oh, they
content.
definitely need to remake that, bro, because that's probably one of the most realistic fighting like beat 'em ups like
You
ever
feel
made.
me?
Like,
That shit was
bruh.
epic. That in the Wu-Tang game.
oh man, I
You
never
talking about
played
Def Jam?
that. No, no, there was like
Uh,
a Wu
um,
Tang game.
Oh, I didn't know there was a Wu-Tang game.
Yeah, it was like on PS1, wasn't it?
I think so. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was on the P1 on the Dreamcast.
Yeah, like yeah, it was a mad old. I don't think I ever owned it. I think I watched somebody play it once, and I was like, "What's this?" So
Yeah, man. I think the Warriors movie just had like an anniversary a couple years ago. That's what they should have did. They should have made a revamp because I know they, because I know they revamped like Final Fantasy VII and all that.
oh
Like they
yeah,
definitely should. Like if enough people was behind it, and I feel like it do got a whole large cult following. I feel like enough people would buy a revamp of at least the Warriors. Like you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
most
yeah.
definitely. Oh,
Yeah.
they're remaking Max Payne. They're doing a remake of Max Payne. I'm excited about that one.
Oh
Hey,
snap! That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. See, I never played Max Payne. My
Uh,
knowledge of Max Payne comes from the Mark Wahlberg movie. So
uh, and you know what? Honestly, even though people shat on that movie, I didn't think it was. I didn't think it was terrible as a fan of the game because I
yeah,
understood they took a different direction. But my only thing was, it's like, why make it PG-13? Like, it was clearly a rated M game, so like,
right.
you could have made it rated R.
Yeah. But yeah, what was it? Big John, I don't know. When you said the Bronx, is that what was the messed up neighborhood I was talking about? The Bronx? It was probably,
Possibly.
possibly, yeah, man. Shout out to anybody who was living in the Bronx back in the 70s. You a soldier, boy. I can't tell you nothing. Cause y'all was living through it, boy. I mean, you just see. I said Chicago too. Like, like you see old pictures of 70s Chicago, man. It used to be just wild. Like, the was you be watching Good Times and stuff. Like,
Oh
I
my
know
god.
good.
oh,
and, yeah, man, just crazy. Then again, that also is a product of racism. That was the depictions of black people that we were seeing. Because they wasn't all living like that.
Oh yeah, man. If to be on TV, you had to be Stephen Fetchit, fucked up, or a servant. So
Yep.
Or back in them times, the very few of us was able to get away with karate movies like Jim Kelly and all them, like the black
oh
exploitation.
my god, those crazy black Zeus. Let me ask you something. How
Shout
familiar
out
are you with
Jim
some of the black
Kelly.
exploitation?
You said what?
How familiar are you with like the black exploitation movies?
Oh, that's my shit. I love black exploitation.
So okay, I forgot what it was called, but there was one that me and my homeboy watched for some fucking reason. This random man in New York had a pet fucking lion, and I'm just like,
I
who
know
the fuck is this
exactly. I
man
know
walking
exactly what you're
around?
talking about. That was a real nigga.
Yeah, and he
That was
had
a
this.
real nigga who lived in Harlem, bro. He had a lion and a tiger,
What?
and the feds got his ass.
What?
That was a real nigga who lived in Harlem.
No shit, they got his ass. You got a lion and a tiger living in Harlem,
Yeah,
nigga.
you
You
gotta,
telling something?
you gotta
Nigga was
better
a
than
gangster.
that.
Nigga was a gangster.
No, I
I
know.
think he
I'm
was
just
like I think he was like African or Haitian or something, but he was like, yeah. You like when you live in a when you live in a state, you know what I'm saying, that has ocean open port, you know, things come off like cargo ships all the
Yeah.
time.
no, I get that. I'm just saying, like sometimes, shout out to my brothers and sisters who operate in that life. I ain't trying to dig on y'all, but some of y'all be buying some crazy shit and then be wondering why the feds knocking at your door. Nigga, you got a lion and a tiger walking down the street.
I will admit it is a very uneducated and stupid buy. But if niggas in the hood got pit bulls and you pull up with a lion, it's like it's your block now.
It's
Like
a
that
threat.
was his block.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure, for sure, for
But
sure.
yeah, but
I ain't
I know
fighting
like
the
on the
nigga with the
movie,
tiger. I ain't fighting the nigga with the-
yeah, well, he was portrayed as a good guy on the movie, so I had to look into the actual person who owned, Wildcats
And the craziest thing
and
is
tamed them.
and for some reason it's always niggas who live uptown that do this shit. Cause nobody in Brooklyn or Staten Island has ever done this shit like this. It's always niggas who live like in uptown. It's always niggas who live in fucking Harlem or the Bronx that own big cats. But like this is like a thing in New York. Like people do this shit. Like have like
Oh,
exotic
okay.
ass pets.
Just to
So
clarify, you're from NY, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. And what neighborhood you from?
I'm from Brooklyn. I'm from Crown Heights.
Okay,
Crown
cool.
Heights. So wait. So is Flatbush also Brooklyn?
Yeah, yeah. Flatbush is Brooklyn.
Flatbush, yeah, cool.
Man, that's crazy.
Flatbush is really like all of Brooklyn because it runs from one end of Brooklyn to the other.
Okay. But yeah, man. So yeah, I have a coworker who recently moved in from New York, so I had to ask her. I was like, "Hey, is it true that Harlem is turning into this?" And she was like, "Hell yeah, boy, that been happening." I was like, "What the fuck? I thought they
Yeah,
were
that's
afraid
old.
to go." Yeah, not
That's
no more.
old.
Like, I was
Matter of
like,
fact,
what
they
the
started
fuck is
gentrifying.
happening?
Well, nah, they started gentrifying Brooklyn first because that's where all the Jews moved first. But yeah, they've been gentrifying Harlem, like where my uncle lives. My uncle, he lives like not too far from Harlem. He lives like over on Dykeman and shit. And Dykeman used to be the hood. You feel me? And like, I mean, it's
Mhm.
still like the hood, but like, I don't know. It's also like slowly not becoming the hood. You know?
Yeah, I was up there
That's
in
crazy.
29. I was up there in 2019 was the last time I was up there, and I remember I went to Sylvia's up in Harlem, and like it was crazy because like one half of the street definitely looked like like regular black area stuff, and then there's one half of the street that definitely looked like gentrified.
Hipster.
Yeah, it was crazy, and it's the same street.
Yeah.
That was kind of wild to witness. But yeah, no, when I was up there, I think I went through Queens, Harlem. I don't know if we made it to Brooklyn. Went to Manhattan, obviously. But yeah, no, that's crazy. I think our sister lives in Brooklyn.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Shout out to our sister, our big sister.
big sis.
Anyway, so how often you go back and forth, Zeus?
You said how are things going back and forth?
No, I said like how often do you go back and forth from like
Oh,
Tennessee to New York and stuff?
I haven't been back to New York in damn, when was the last time I was back in New York? I want to say it's been some years. I want to say I was about like 20. I think I was 20 last time I was up there.
Oh,
So
wow. How old are you now?
about 7 years, 8 years. Because I'll be 28 this year.
28?
Yeah, in July.
Man, where does the time go?
Yeah. Now is there a reason you haven't been back in a while, or?
Just like I don't know. It really just like funds and shit, you feel me? And like just doing all this other shit like with the music
Right.
and just everything, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay. No, I get you. I get you.
Yeah.
I know you. I know, like, I know you say you haven't been back, but do you miss it at times? Do you miss like?
Yeah. After I leave here, me and my wife we're moving to New York.
Okay.
Well,
Oh,
the plan is I'm actually moving to Jersey, but like the part of Jersey I'm moving to is like 20 minutes away from New York.
Okay.
fuck
That's
yeah.
what's up. That's what's up. Gonna be out there.
Yeah, I heard they
Jersey Shore.
I heard they charge you to drive on our streets now. Is that true?
Well, I don't know because I ain't never drove up there, and I don't plan like when I move back, I don't plan on driving. You feel me?
From what I
Okay.
heard with
Yeah, that's
that,
the one
yeah,
I'm
it's
thinking.
like it's certain streets because I heard like they were trying to cut down on the
Like
congestion or
traffic
whatever.
or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which is like that's wild to me.
They're not trying to cut down on the traffic or congestion because they're really just trying to like funnel. They're really just trying to like funnel shit. Like New York, is like a hot spot, just like LA and shit. And
Yeah.
because the terror threat in America is high right now, they're trying to do or implement like these security measures without like making the public go into panic and shit. You feel me? And
Yeah.
so they because less traffic on the streets is less money. You know what I'm saying? Like with all the taxis and all the Ubers and all the delivery drivers and the Domino's niggas and the you feel me? Like people make it like people who are like just doing like delivery. Like there's money on the street. You feel me? So and you feel me? A city they're not gonna slow down their money. But I don't know. I feel like something else is gonna be implemented. You feel me? Or maybe they're taxing motherfuckers to be on the street. So it's like a they can exclude, I don't know, maybe certain kinds of drivers from being on the road, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or at certain times type shit.
No, I hear you. Hey man, that nigga Eric Adams, boy. That nigga's
Oh
wild.
boy.
That
Taking
is
Turkish
King Fed.
money.
Well, he's not King Fed, but he definitely in bed with the feds.
I
I heard
mean,
this
he
nigga
was
say
a
he
cop,
could make
right?
I mean,
I heard this nigga say he made
he's
8 joints out of a nickel bag, and I was like, yeah, you the feds, bro. Because what kind of math? You had to fail math class, my nigga. That doesn't even make any sense.
Yeah, I don't even smoke, and I know that that's wrong. What?
yeah, he in there with Turkey, Trump, all them niggas. Like he's so obviously corrupt. It's like I know like the New York governor Hochul, I think she's trying to figure out like, damn, how can I get rid of this nigga? What the fuck? These laws are so intricate. It's like,
But honestly, I couldn't see anyone else being like mayor of New York because, like, I don't know. It's like I don't know.
Y'all
Like New York is hype, but that shit is also like not hype. Like all of our cops are pretty much fucking corrupt. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit is like not a joke. That shit is real. All them niggas are fucking corrupt.
yeah, it's like a big open secret. Like NYPD, yeah, they gonna fuck you over. Like
yeah, no, it's yeah, man. I mean, y'all's last couple runs of mayors, like from what I'm
Bro, we've had evil mayors since the 80s.
Cuomo.
Yeah.
All of our mayors have been evil since the 80s. They just been super villains.
I think the last one was Bloomberg, right? And then de Blasio before that. And then it would have been Giuliani before that, right?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
You got a money launderer. Then you got I don't even know what to call Bloomberg. He just a bitch ass nigga. And then you got motherfucking the other nigga was literally in the mob.
Who?
And became the whole fucking mayor. So yeah, it's just like as far as like politics or laws or anything up north, you just can't trust anybody because all them niggas is just you feel me? They just so shiesty. Like Bloomberg did the most. Bro, like Bloomberg is the reason that everything in New York is as expensive as it is.
Really?
Like all those taxation changes happened up under his campaign. Like that nigga is the reason that the tobacco tax in New York and in no other state but New York, the tobacco tax is like so fucking high.
You know, back when I was working at the Kroger Fuel Center, yeah, there used to be this New York guy who used to buy like tons of like well, we had to put a limit on how many boxes of cigs people can buy.
Where
But yeah, like he used to come like maybe like every day or so, get the daily limit. And yeah, he was explaining to me. He was like, "Oh yeah, man. Well, he doesn't say Maine. He's from New York, but
I was
Maine.
about
But like
to
I was about to
Maine.
call you on that.
I was, I just didn't feel like doing the accent. But it
I
was
know what you mean.
like, it was like, yeah, man. So I just drive this back up there, sell it for a profit because you try to buy cigarettes up there, you paying like at least 16 a pack. You
say.
know what I mean? So, but I'm like, damn, okay,
Yeah.
but
When I left, it was 13 a pack.
jeez, and that's crazy. Like, I don't know, fam. It's like I can't. I guess that's just the privileged nature of being in the South. I just can't imagine like cops shaking me down for some cigarettes. I'm like, this is nicotine, bruh. Especially choking me to death over it. Like, first
Oh, yeah.
off, like it
Matter of
ain't that
fact,
serious.
last time I was there, me and my brother got stopped because we were skating. We were skating through the subway station because we were in a really, really long one. We were like kind of like near Times Square, but like not actually at Times Square. I think we were like maybe 45th Street or some shit. But anyways, we're trying to skate to our train platform. And so New York is full of, I'm sure you guys heard this, but New York is full of DTs, like the detectives and shit. And these niggas walk around in plain clothes, you feel me? And this new thing that they've started doing is because kids wear fanny packs, the DTs wear fanny packs. But you know it's the DTs because their fanny pack won't have any brand on it or any type of logo. It'll just be a plain black fanny pack. And that shit has a body cam on the front of it. You feel me?
Yeah.
And they stopped us, bro, for fucking skateboarding, and they was taking our names, and we fucking switched names, and we gave them each other's names and shit. And these niggas was like questioning us and shit, gave us a whole pat down and some more shit, and then like escorted us to make sure that we didn't skate like to the fucking train platform
Oh
and
my
shit.
god, bro.
That's crazy,
Like,
bro.
I'm like, don't y'all niggas have other? Somebody's getting robbed above ground right now, and you stopping us.
Yeah, y'all's subway patrol,
yeah,
like
bro.
again, it was 2019, but they was pretty in there deep when I was there. But like, yeah, and that was like I didn't even see nobody trying to like hop the thing or whatever. But like, even in them cases, like, I heard that, yeah, y'all subway patrols is like
That's
nuts.
all the 9/11.
Yeah.
So I always, well, dang, I've never really
Everything
heard.
changed. Like the security, like how we was talking about like the 70s movies and shit and how shit was crazy. That's like really how it was. But after 9/11, you feel me? Everybody got paranoid and shit. And
Right.
then, yeah.
Understandable. Cause that's crazy. Like I never really heard the reputation of the actual patrols. Like the reputation from New York subways I heard was the passengers. There's always some crazy motherfucker doing something.
Oh yeah.
Either
Oh yeah.
somebody getting pushed into the track, or there's a fight,
These
or
niggas be jumping in
some
the tracks.
homeless nigga
Niggas be
shooting
jumping
in
into
the.
the tracks.
Huh?
I said niggas
Oh
be
my
jumping
god!
into the tracks. Focus.
Why?
Niggas be
Why do
smoking
they do
dust,
that?
niggas be smoking all types of weird shit, niggas be huffing glue and they just be off they rocker and they just be jumping into the tracks.
And the craziest thing to me, the subway is already hard enough without doing all that. Like when I was there,
Right.
bruh, I thought I was gonna have a panic attack trying to navigate that
Bro, this
joint,
shit is
bruh.
never on time. This shit is never on time. You
Well,
gotta
yeah, I
do
learned
everything
that the
in New
hard
York
way,
like
bro.
2 hours early.
I learned that the hard way, bro, because they made us all download the transit app and everything to track the
Ain't no
subway.
point.
And we would get there and we're like, where's this shit at? Like, I done already got it here. Like, what's going on? Yeah, man. Yeah, navigating y'all's subway system was an experience. I'll say that, man. Then like trying to find your way around once you get off that motherfucker. Like I got lost. Actually, you know what? I think I might have went to Brooklyn. Actually, now I think about it. we got lost somewhere. I was out there with my college, and I was with these two white dudes,
Of course.
who I never met them before that trip, but we was hanging out on the trip, and they was trying to find some hookah bar or something in Brooklyn, I think, because it was like 18 and up instead of 21 and up, and they was trying to get up in there. And we went to Brooklyn, took like dang near 2, 3 trains, went out there. We was walking through all these different neighborhoods. We didn't know where we was at. Like it was dang near pitch black. I'm like, yo, where's we at? Like, nah, bro, we got lost out there. It was a lot. Only, it was crazy. Y'all. That's why I say that my point is it's already confusing enough. Why be out there going up there high, like you said, smoking dust and everything? Like it's too confusing, bro.
People be bugged out, man.
Hey,
Yeah,
but you
yeah.
know what though? At least y'all have like
Like
good
actual
public,
good. Yeah.
actual good public transportation. You know, because some places, like where we at, or at least where I am,
Oh, it sucks down here too.
okay. Yeah. Well, I guess that counts for both of us too. Our public transportation is whack. Like
Yeah.
our
Out here in Memphis, this shit is like I don't even know why they have a bus service because it should literally just be non-existent. Like when I first moved here, I had to take the bus, bro. And you already know Google gonna lie to you, right? But it may give you a 30, 45 minute, little gap of honesty. Bro,
A little gap of honesty.
these buses, they only send one bus out on every route.
The fuck?
no.
So so
You
whenever you
waiting
stand
on
at the bus
one?
stop here, whatever bus, bro, whatever bus it is, and they don't have that many like routes here, like in the city of Memphis, they don't have like that many different bus routes, but they
Yeah.
only ever send out one to complete its entire round. So if you're standing at the bus stop and you like just missed your bus, you have to wait until that shit makes its entire round around the city and comes back.
Bro,
Yeah.
that's crazy. Why the fuck they only got one bus doing it?
Hey man, why y'all only got one bus,
Right.
man?
Shit crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
But Big
man.
John
there's
said
no train
try,
out here. There's no type of train or trolley.
and
Yeah,
then
that's wild.
Big John wanted to know if you were smoking that McFly, and
Oh yeah,
also he said try Manhattan on Memorial Day. Oh fuck no! See, next time I go anywhere, I don't know, like next especially New York, but any like metro place that I don't know, I need a guide, like a local guide who just knows where the fuck to go.
word.
'Cause-
Yeah, yeah, that's what we needed. Also, we needed a New York people whisperer because we was definitely violating some New York some New York people laws out there. We uh I think where was we at? I think it was I don't think we hit Greenwich Village yet, but we was close. And there was this like store selling leather jackets. It was run by this Arab dude, and the store was literally going out of business, bro. He said like within the next week or two, the store was going out of business.
That was a whole cat, bro. That was just to sell y'all them jackets. Them niggas was not gonna be out of
Well,
business.
I ain't buy it, and that's part of the issue because I went in there, I seen this one jacket, I thought it looked dope. So the people I was with, they wanted to take my picture in the jacket before I like decided on whether or not I wanted to buy it.
Yeah.
So they took my picture, and the Arab dude seen it. He started bugging out. He's like, what do you doing, Tayo? Why you got to take the picture? Why you got to take a picture? Take a picture, take a picture. Like why? Well, you need to buy the jacket. I'm like, yo, chill out. He's like, you got $200? You got $200? Buy a jacket or get out. And like he was screaming. I'm like, bro. Then at one point he tried to like force me to buy the jacket. I'm like, bro, I'm leaving out this store one way or the other. So you go like make up your mind on
right.
I can either walk up
around you or through you.
right. Like it was crazy. And then another time we was going down the escalator to the train station and this girl got mad because like we was, standing on the escalator like I thought normal people did. And I guess in New York you're supposed to actually like walk down it. You ain't supposed to let the escalator like actually take you. I don't know. Then she was mad.
I
There's
was going
the
down.
people who stand, they stand on one side, and the people who walk normally, like, be walking on the other side.
We was
usually,
not we was not brushed up on that. We was just going down. I don't even think we was really in her way like that either. She was just like
Just being a
mad.
bitch.
Yeah,
Word.
she was like, "Oh, you guys from out of town?" And we're like, "Yeah." And she's like, "Yeah, I could tell." And she hurried went past us.
Ooh.
And
Bro,
I'm
let me
just
tell you
like,
something.
Oh my
Let me
God.
tell you something, bro. If this was like an upgoing escalator, she'd have been Spartan kicked so quick. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Wow,
Dude,
that's a local shit for your
she
ass.
falls backwards.
bruh, it was
Is
crazy.
I'd be like, was that New York enough for you? What the fuck?
And I think what hurt me the most, it was a white chick who did it. It wasn't even like a black chick from New York. It has still been disrespectful, but it have felt better. Like it was a white chick who did it. Like,
Not this
man.
white bitch calling me uncultured. That's
I
crazy.
know it was wild. I'm like,
I
yo,
think,
what's going on?
I think my wildest. I mean, I know I be breaking northern laws. Hell, I do it when I go to Pittsburgh. I be forgetting. Like I think not the very last time, but like the one before that, like yeah, I said hey to this woman. She looked at me like, oh, sorry, I
Oh
forgot.
yeah. See, that's not a northern thing though. That's like a Pittsburgh black people thing. Like I don't understand what it is, but
Pittsburgh is very specific. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah,
for some reason they're just very, very specific.
I know. Trust me, I know.
I was like,
We
oh shit, I
for
forgot.
some
You're not
reason,
supposed to wave at folk.
yeah. There, our sense of community is all messed up here. Like people will really like treat you crazy and look at you crazy, and I'm just like, dang, we supposed to be on the same side. Like, yeah. Black Pittsburgh people's messed up. Like that's not
Nah,
a northern thing. That's just us for some reason. I don't get that.
but I will say my wildest experience. I was only in Manhattan because I was with some group. We had to sleep at Pace University. But anyway, we was out in the town. I had to fucking pee. Now, everywhere I go, excuse me, can you use the bathroom? No. What the fuck? Okay. Can you use the bathroom? No. What the fuck? Hey, y'all got a public bathroom? No. What the fuck? Like store to store to store, no public restroom.
Got
Finally,
hit
I
by
think someone
alley.
just felt sorry for me, like, cause I was like losing it. I was like, wait. Like she knew I was about to just burst. She was like, "Go ahead." Like, god damn, what the fuck? Like, what is with y'all's lack of public bathrooms up in that month?
It's not lack of, it's like invite only bathrooms. You just gotta hit the alleyway. You feel like if you just walking down the street, you just gotta hit the alleyway.
Yeah, and I think that's what it was. Like, I just could not. My brain just could not get to that primal level yet. You know what I'm saying? I was still a Georgia boy. I was like, oh, that.
Because nobody, like, even though New York is a big city, like nobody gives a fuck there. You feel me? Like for the most part, everybody minds your business because we see crazy shit all the time. So
Yeah.
like, you know what I'm saying? Like if you see somebody fucking, I don't know, vomiting on the subway or pissing on the side of the fucking sidewalk, or I kid you no lie, I've seen this. Okay, one time I was in high school, I got ISS and shit. So my mom didn't want me like staying home by myself because she thought I was just gonna like get in even more trouble and like, just be mischievous. So she was bringing me into the city, into New York with her, right? So we get off the fucking train and we literally get off at Madison Square Garden. It's like 8:30 in the morning. We get off the train, bro. It's a homeless dude jerking off, sitting on the steps of Madison
What the
Square Garden
fuck?
at like 8 in the fucking morning. Some white lady and her daughter are walking by and she's like covering her daughter's eyes. And there are police standing on the corner. These niggas is just talking to each other, sipping their coffee, not doing any fucking thing. This always happens in front of Madison Square Garden because like if there aren't games if there aren't games or like any events, Madison Square Garden is like the fucking projects. Like it's dirty as fuck. There's always some crazy ass
Stop
shit
it.
going on out
Stop
there.
it.
It
Stop it.
it's it
Stop it.
stays somebody
Yeah.
selling lace weed out there. Like it's just fucking crazy, bro.
I don't want to hear
And I
that.
saw this
God
shit and
damn it.
I'm just like, it's just another day. You feel me?
That's one thing.
No, don't ruin
Like,
my image of Madison Square.
no, Tenta, to that point, I had been to New York before back when I was 7 for our family reunion, but I don't really remember a lot of it. I just remember being on the subway and like it was dirty. Like, so when I went back in 2019, I'm ready to like experience New York through like an adult's eyes and stuff. And listen, no disrespect, but boy, was the image of New York shattered. Like, and it wasn't from the experience that I said. It was just straight up like walking through Times Square. You just this is messed up, but the smell just hit me, dog. Like, I was just like,
no.
I was like, oh, what is that?
That's the real New York. That's really New York.
I was like, what is that?
Tell you, bro, and them giant fucking smokestacks and shit. You don't know what the fuck. That's literally sewer gas, bro. We're the only city that has sewer gas coming up on the fucking street.
Man, no wonder y'all niggas so hardcore, bro.
I know, bro. You got to be. It was garbage all over the street, and the smell, and just people. You got 0.2 inches of sidewalk to yourself on the sidewalk. That's it. Everybody just.
Oh yeah, bro. Them niggas like. Oh yeah. Them New York pedestrians don't play. Listen, when I was up there,
you gotta have a strong will. You just gotta
in 8th grade. Them niggas will scoot you out the way. Like, they will bump into you. They don't give a fuck. They move. I'm a kid. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Nah, bro. And the most quote unquote peaceful part of New York that I actually had a minute to breathe was Greenwich Village and Chinatown. When we went to Chinatown was dope. I rocked with Chinatown. I got lost up in there too. I'm not gonna lie. I got separated from my school group, and I'm looking around. I'm like, hey, I'm texting everybody in the group, where y'all at? And I got lost in Chinatown, boy. I was about to become part of the triads, bro. I was going,
bro. And then there's no English anywhere, so it's like where the fuck am I?
Bro, at one point,
bro, I read that hop way.
I just texted the people who I was in the hotel room with. I was just like, yo, I'm going to send y'all a pin to the restaurant I'm at. Y'all need to meet me here because I'm not walking through here no more. I just kept walking through street after street after street. And I'm just like, where am I at? Like, and then finally I found them at the park. And there was the old Chinese dudes to do a free martial arts lessons in the middle of the park. That was crazy. No, it was
nice.
Chinatown was really dope. Like I said, New York definitely has some cool stuff. But yeah, like I said, the whole thing of like, I think everybody from movies and stuff has this thing of like, oh man, how cool would it be if you lived in New York? And I know, hell no. I can't do that.
I always knew it's a place to visit, but to live, fuck no, I can't. I couldn't make it up there. I'm too slow. I like to be like, you can't do that up there. It's like,
yeah, it's definitely a me thing. I don't got the I don't got the gravitas to live in New York, bro. I don't got it. I'm Pittsburgh soft. I ain't hard enough to live in New York. But yeah, no, it's definitely a place to visit. I will say I was mad I didn't get a chance to get the chopped cheese. I wanted the chopped cheese from up there.
Cheese?
Yeah, it's like the sandwich up there, Zeus, right? Oh. It's like, I don't know where is it from the Bronx, I think. Is that it's a Bronx thing?
It's really an all over thing. It's really an everywhere thing. I would say it's a 5 boroughs thing. Now some people will say, oh, it's a Bronx thing, but I feel like it's a 5 boroughs thing.
Okay. And the restaurant is called Chopped Cheese.
No, it's a
sandwich. It's a sandwich you get from the bodega. So you can get a chopped cheese anywhere, but the best chopped cheeses are from like specific places. You feel me?
So is it like grilled cheese? Like, what is that? Like what?
It's like, okay, so it's so what they do is they get a hero, you feel me? And they get it's like 2 normal cheeseburgers, but they chop it up. You feel me? So it's almost like steak bits, low key. You feel me? So they chop it up on a grill, but when they chop it up, they put like peppers and onions inside of, the chop, and then they put 2 whole pieces of cheese on top of that shit. Then they lift that up and then they put it on the hero. and then whatever like sauces and shit you want on it. But that's why they call it a chopped cheese, because it's the cheese sitting on top of their like chopped mixture. You feel me?
I
That
learned
sounds
about it
dope.
through TikTok because there was I heard his place is whack, but there was this dude on TikTok. He went viral back in like 20 like 18 or 19.
Is it the Lebanese, the Palestinian guy, the Aki?
Yeah, the Aki dude. Yeah, but I heard from what I heard, it's not like his specific spot ain't that cool. Like,
Yeah.
but that's how I found out about what a chopped cheese was from his videos. Because he'll
See, because
he'll
they got the hype beast. They got the hype beast chopped cheeses, and then also I feel like just personally, because he's a young dude, he ain't been making chopped cheeses that long. Like if you want a really good chopped cheese, you gonna get it from like an old ass Dominican nigga. You feel me? Or like some old ass Arab nigga. The Arabs and the Dominicans make the best chopped cheeses, but it's always an old nigga in the kitchen.
yeah. Yeah, like I said, I didn't get a I didn't really have anywhere like in mind to go. That's why I didn't get it. I did have some of the pizza up there though. The pizza was fire. Had
You know
some
what?
for
Y'all gonna
$2.
kill y'all gonna kill me for this one, but I did not know, because like I'm not a huge fan of like thin crust, right? So I didn't know that was the New York pizza. I didn't know it was just like big thin crust. I was like, what the
Just
fuck
all
is
thin. Yeah,
this?
that's just how we make
So,
our. That's how they
oh,
make the dough.
okay.
Bruh.
But I mean, I like thin crust now, but back then I was like, what the fuck? But
But
Yeah, no.
when I was growing up, I literally thought Domino's and Papa John's were the only places that had like thick crust.
Oh
Like I thought like thin, like flat, like pizza dough was like just the norm.
yeah. See, yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, because outside here, yeah, that's like you got like I don't really know any real places that you can get like actually no, my bad. I had it wasn't like straight up like flaky thin crust, but there used to be a pizza shop down the street from my house, and they used to make it like kind of thin, but it wasn't like like New York thin. You know what I mean?
right.
Yeah, it wasn't like that. But nah, that pizza up there, we went to a place. It was in Queens. I don't even. They didn't even have no real name. It just said pizza on the outside.
You
And
know it's gonna be fire.
yeah, and
That's a real. You went to a real New York pizza place. Did they have like? Was it like barely any cherries in that bitch?
nah, bro, there was barely nothing up in there. It was like for real. If you blinked, you'd have
Just a
missed it.
spot for you to stand, right?
Yeah, yeah, there was like 4 chairs up in there. It was mad crowded, and it was like they wasn't a what was they? I think they was like Albanian, if I had to guess, like the people making it. Like, and yeah,
You probably got that on the nose. You probably got that on the nose.
Yo, the
yeah.
fact that you could guess Albanian, I feel like,
Well,
but I
because
don't.
there was an Albanian dude
No,
who used to work
'cause
at a barbershop
it
when
do
I
be
was a
mad. It
kid.
do be mad Albanian pizza spots in New York.
Yeah, there was an Albanian dude who used to work at the barbershop when I was a kid. So that's why I could like tell that they was Albanian.
Oh,
Like
okay,
the way they
okay.
talked and said certain stuff. Like I can't recognize the language. It was just the way they said it. I was like, oh, I think they're Albanian. Uh and yeah, no, it was fire. I had this barbecue chicken pizza. Good lord. They had usually when you get like Pizza Hut and stuff, you ask for chicken, they be giving you little bite-sized joints like this. They had full on, dang near almost chicken thigh level
Oh, damn.
cuts
Okay,
on this dang barbecue chicken pizza. It was
man.
too
Shout out to
fire.
the Albanians.
Shout out to them Albanians,
Now,
boy.
now, dude.
I was expecting going up to New York getting pizza. We was gonna find some Italian people cooking it. No,
Right.
no.
It's the Albanians.
Yeah,
It's the
I'm sticking with the
Albanians.
Albanians. They had us right. That was dope. Yeah.
So
That and
Now
Sylvia's in Harlem.
the good Italian spots be in Jersey. Like the real good Italian spots, they be in Jersey.
you
Okay.
said Sylvia. What's that be?
Sylvia's was a soul food restaurant in Harlem. I had seen it when I was looking up places to go in New York. So that's why, like on our last night there, me and a couple other people, when we went to Harlem, that's where we went to eat dinner at. And that was fire too. And it
Okay,
honestly, the
so
price wasn't that bad either. Like it wasn't crazy. Like especially for being like kind of a celebrity spot because like they had mad celebrities on the wall with
But
like
Sylvia's been there for a little minute.
yeah, and but considering it's a celebrity spot, it wasn't too bad in there. Like
okay,
it wasn't nothing crazy. Like it was
I
pretty
gotta see
dope.
if Keith Lee ate there yet.
You would think he would have. Keith Lee, he'd be all over, but no, that place, yeah, it was dope. I think
So,
I took pictures of the plate. It was dope, but
oh damn, okay. You know when a nigga take a picture of this food, you know it's gonna be
You
fire.
know the food fire.
yeah,
So,
had to.
so Zeus, I got a question for you. So you
Hit me.
recently did a submission for Tiny Desk, or
I did.
oh,
I did.
okay? So see, first of all, I didn't know that you could do submissions for them. I thought they had to choose you. So like,
That's what.
what was like the requirement? You just make a
They
just
actually had an open. They had an open. It was like a contest they have going on, and the
oh
contest
word
is
okay
yeah. So the contest is to win a slot, or the contest is to win a performance or your own Tiny Desk concert. And so you submit a video, but it has to be of you at a desk, and
okay
performing some of your own music and shit.
okay
But
okay.
they started. I think they opened it. They opened it like late January, and they ran it until they were taking submissions until February the 9th or the 7th, something like that.
I just missed it. So like,
So
what was it like voting or they just judge?
Well, I guess NPR Music, they have their own like selected team of judges and shit. You feel me? They sent us all an email when they finally closed it. It said they got like 7,500 total submissions and shit, and
wow,
they were just gonna like be reviewing them. And I think the winners are announced in April or June.
Oh well, shoot, man. Fingers crossed, Zeus. Like
yeah.
what? Well, which track did you perform for it?
Some new shit that I have. I wrote a new single. I had a new single called 44 Mag Flow. And so I did the video drop, or I did the video, you know, for Tiny Desk, but I didn't like tell any of my fans or anything that. So it was marketed to you guys and the fans as just like a music video, you feel me? But
Right.
it was actually like a submission for Tiny Desk.
Oh, okay.
That's
Well,
what's up, man.
so like,
So like, did they give you
okay.
a timetable on when they're like? Oh, you said. Oh, my bad, my bad. You did say yeah. They should be making the selections in April, right?
Yeah, around like they said like between mid-April and June.
Okay, that's
So
what's
like,
up.
so like when you do the video, like does it have to be a cappella or can you just play your track over the video? Like how do they want it? Like
Well, I made a note in my submission that if I was amongst the winners that my actual performance at Tiny Desk would be with no backtrack. But for the sake of it being a music video, I did it like with the backtrack.
okay, okay.
Now, I don't know if you do get picked. Now, do you bring your own band, or do they have a house band there that performs behind you?
Oh, just gonna ask that too.
They have a house band there, but like also okay. So in the submissions, right? Because I guess like all different types of musicians submit music. They ask like if you're a part of a band or a solo act and shit, and if
Okay.
your music is But I don't know. I guess they would do like a live version of one of my beats or something. I don't know. Maybe I could like show them how to compose it or some shit.
Yeah.
Okay. I would figure that, like, like they probably, whenever they
Yeah.
choose the winner, then like they'll give that band enough time to like learn
But
how to conduct your beat.
yeah. And then I do have like a lot of pretty like I want to say like raw instrumental sounds that I use in my beats and shit.
Okay.
That'll make it easier on them. They'll be like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
sweet, man.
That's what's
Because
up.
like if you, 'cause I remember I watched Scarface's Tiny Desk, and it was just, I don't know, it was just wild. Like, just seeing like talented people, by the way. I'm gonna sound like a racist, but like seeing like these dorky looking white guys just playing the instrumental. You used to see Scarface, blah blah, everything is everything. Like it's just like wow, this is so cool. Like
Now, I felt the same way with the Juvenile one.
That shit
Like,
was small.
yeah, no, but that Juvenile one was hard. But it was like when he was singing, was it Project Bitch? Give me a
give me
project
project,
bitch. Yeah, like it
yeah,
was.
them dorky white guys.
Yeah. No, that was
but
no, yeah, that in fact too, because like it actually does take place in their office, right? So like, it's just funny thinking of like when I think of like the NPR people who work at that office, like it's funny to picture them coming out the office to go hear Juvenile or like
right,
I think recently they had like Marvin Sapp. Like what the hell they
oh,
know about Marvin
yeah,
Sapp?
gospel dude, right?
Yeah, he's a
That's
gospel dude.
cool.
Pretty
Uh,
fire.
That's crazy though, right? Like now it's Tiny Desk. Like when I was a young whippersnapper, I used to have dreams about either like what was it like the basement, Tim Westwood, stuff like that. Like I used
I
to.
remember there used to be this one when I was younger. It wasn't live. It was they sang live, but it wasn't. The show wasn't live. It was called Live from Daryl's House. It was y'all know Hall and Oates.
Hall
It
and
was
Oates. I
Yeah.
heard the name.
yeah Hall from the
All the
Hall.
notes.
Yeah, Daryl Hall. He like had this show, and he would invite like musical guests there, and then like so him and his band would sing with like the different musical guests, like 3 of their songs, and then like maybe 2 Hall and Oates songs, and they'd like remix them and stuff, kind of like on the spot. And then like he'd do interviews and stuff with them. Like I always thought that was dope.
I
Sounds
check out some
fun.
of those episodes.
Yeah, I think it's been off the air for a while, but I remember like I had found out about it because CeeLo Green was on one, and I thought, yeah, it was pretty dope, and I think he had Smokey Robinson on one of them too. Yeah, it was crazy.
Fire.
Yeah, no, it was dope. It's always dope like hearing artists perform like live or even in certain cases a cappella, and then seeing them have
Right.
to
Yeah.
change up the songs and stuff like that, like figuring out how you do it. I like seeing that. That's dope.
Yeah,
And you know
definitely.
what? You know what, Zeus? Even if you don't get chosen, you can still just do your own Tiny Desk. Fuck it. Who needs like Umar
Exactly.
said, you don't need the white man's paperwork.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, and even so, I said I've mentioned I got a whole bunch of music dropping this year,
Mhm.
and even within like when I say like I'm dumping singles this year, like I'm dropping some shit. I'm about to drop some shit like I don't know, maybe next week. No,
Hey.
probably next week. Y'all are definitely gonna hear something next week. But
Okay.
yeah, there's some merch on the way too. That's all I'm gonna say right now.
Okay.
There's
Okay.
some
Okay.
merch
We
on
getting
the
that
way.
5 foot fronto merch. And let me ask you this. This is a silly question. Was the Brack show your favorite show on Adult Swim?
Was it my favorite show?
Yeah.
It was among my favorites. It's,
Okay.
it's
Yeah, I was
definitely up.
wondering why you chose Brack as your profile pic. That's all. I was like, that's
I don't know.
interesting.
I don't know. I just feel like Breck. I just feel like
Yeah, I used to love the Brack show because it was just so fucking stupid, but I loved it because he was just
I think as a kid, I couldn't appreciate it that much. Like I didn't really like it. Like I was too busy. Besides the anime stuff, I was like watching Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Like
oh
that was
yeah, that
my
was
man,
the
I was
shit
heavy. I
too.
was heavy on Aqua Teen. Like
yeah.
Aqua Teen was my
My
shit.
name is
I
Shakespeare.
rewatched that shit over, and the way that it was made is just like fucking crazy. Like somebody made that on their desktop, like the
Yeah,
whole show.
yeah, like yeah, I just started rewatching it. Like I think I just watched the first episode again like last week or the week before. Like I've been trying to like space it out a little bit. I mean, there are a decent amount of seasons on that joint too.
Yeah,
But
but I mean, I know they're easy to marathon since like each
Yeah, you
episode be
can
like
binge that
15
shit
minutes.
so fast.
yeah,
I've binged it a few times over and over, and I'm just like, damn, they should have made more. And don't get me wrong, like I like Aqua Teen show, but it just don't hit like Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
What's that one?
Right.
Aqua Teen Show Show? I don't know what that
That's
one is.
their new shit. That's their new shit that they've been doing.
I didn't even know they dropped
Yeah.
new stuff.
I
I
know
thought
they had
they
like Aqua
been
Teen
there.
Hunger Force, Unit Patrol, like it was still the same
Yeah.
show, but it just had all these different
They just calling it different shit. It's the same thing.
yeah.
They
Okay,
just
yeah,
Nah,
update
I
the
think
animation a little bit, like
oh
every.
yeah, like the animation is improved. Well,
okay, yeah. I didn't know. I didn't know that they started making new stuff. I thought they'd been done. Because I remember the show had came back at one point and then went off again.
Yep.
So,
yeah.
so yeah, no, I didn't know that they started making new stuff again. That's cool, man. I'm gonna have to check that
I
out,
mean
man.
but nah like
Since it's been back on, Flying Lotus has been doing their intro song,
ooh,
Oh,
okay. I gotta hear that sounds.
yeah.
and he
Fly
changes
low
it up. He
over.
changes it up every season. Like I think he did their song for season 3 and season 4, I believe. But he changed the animation for the intro, and the songs that he does changes also.
That's what's
Wow.
up.
I would have never imagined, bro. Fly low like making music for Aqua Teen.
Matter of fact, his beats are all over Adult Swim.
Oh yeah, like them bumps is full of his beats.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
see, that's what. See, man, don't swim. I hope it never ends, bro. That's
Me
just
too.
it's a station for stoners, music heads.
Is the channel even still active anymore?
Yeah, Adult Swim is still around.
Because
Their
I thought
website did go down for like a few months and shit, but I
no, I
think they.
was talking about like the actual Cartoon Network channel. I thought that's done.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Adult Swim still comes on.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay, I thought they axed it. Okay, okay. I thought I'd heard that they took it off because a lot of them old channels got axed. Like Disney
Yeah.
Channel, I think is gone.
Really?
Like, yeah,
Oh, because of Disney Plus, probably.
I think so. Yeah, I think
Let's just hope that
No,
Adult Swim
no,
never
no.
buys
We
out
still
to
got
Disney
Toon
Plus.
Disney, I think, or Disney XD, whatever the fuck that is.
no, that's gone
Now,
too.
Disney XD
Oh,
been
really?
going.
Yeah,
What?
yeah.
Damn. Okay. What the? So how the hell am I watching Big City Greens and Kif and all that? What the fuck channel is that? Like, is that Disney Channel?
You watching it on TV?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I
Well, my little cousin finds it. I mean, I don't
right,
watch them live. It's just it's
yeah. I
nah,
don't know.
dude.
Maybe people on Twitter was just tripping. I was hearing a bunch of people talk about how
Maybe
like
I'm gonna have to.
a bunch of the old channels got took.
I mean, but I can imagine it just because streaming services like
Right. That's the sad thing about the streaming is like so many of them channels is just
It's
disappearing.
made cable obsolete.
right.
But in the craziest thing about it though, most of the people was running the streaming for the price. Cause cable. I'm gonna think the last time my mom had cable, it was like 300 something
Right, but
a
now the
month.
streaming kind of raise it.
Yeah, I was about to say between all the different streaming apps that they make you get, that shit is damn near back. Like that price is back. Like them companies found a way to fleece us again. Like they was just like, nah, y'all
You
niggas ain't
know,
going nowhere. Like
it's depending on capitalism to fleece us, right? It's like, God
yeah,
damn,
like y'all not going nowhere. Y'all finna pay this money, and then they trying to form together and create all these monopolies and
right?
pretty sure they gonna get one big super app you gotta get. Like it was
And it's gonna be
Right,
Disney
bro.
Plus. It's gonna be the Disney Plus app. Disney
yeah,
Right,
gonna
yeah.
like
absorb everything.
yeah, like it's crazy, bro. I heard that there's a deal where you could get Disney Plus, and because Disney Plus comes, you can get like Hulu and ESPN, but there's a deal where you can get Disney Plus and Max, like get a subscription to both of them at the same time.
Yep.
That's crazy. That's Warner Brothers and Disney. Like I thought they
Right.
was two separate things. Like why y'all got deals together? Like that's what I'm saying, man. These companies is trying to monopolize. I think during the Biden administration they stopped them for a little bit from like doing a crazy big merger, but with who in the White House, boy,
Oh
shit,
Lord.
that shit might be coming any day now.
Any day.
But yeah, man. What is it? What time is it? What we got for time? It's what is it?
9:14.
Hey, I think. How y'all feel? I think it's a good place to stop.
How you feeling, Zeus?
Feel fine, good as places any. I mean, unless y'all wanted to talk about. I mean, unless y'all want to talk about politics.
Hey, if y'all want to, man, listen. All I'll say, I've stayed up last night because I went to go watch Daredevil, and while I was trying to watch Daredevil, that damn State of the Union came on. It both aired at the same time, and boy, do I wish I would have just actually watched Daredevil instead of trying to watch that State of the Union because that was the biggest
Man,
load of
bro, like I
bullshit.
tried to watch it. I went to sleep, bro. I was like, God damn, this nigga talking
Bruh,
crazy.
that's why I clicked off after like the first like 45 minutes. I clicked off, bro, because he was just up there not saying nothing, bro, just straight lies and insults the whole time. That was it. Like it like I've seen people complain about the State of the Unions period, talking about like how they think they're pointless. This was extra pointless, bro. He just got up there and was just freestyling. Everything that came to his head, he was spitting. Like it was crazy. Like I be wondering for real how he has
Any sort of support.
speech writers.
Like,
You know what I'm saying? Because like, imagine
he
writing
just
a
gonna say what
speech.
the fuck he want.
Well, because I was gonna say, like, imagine trying to write a speech for him first off, because you got to get into his mindset to write a speech that would match his words. Okay. Then after you stayed up all night writing that speech, trying to match this crazy ass, he goes up on stage and does what he want anyway. Like, so it don't matter. Like it's crazy, bro. It's ridiculous, man. I don't know, bro. I don't know. There's not really much I can say other than we just in a bad spot, and I don't know how we're gonna get up out of it.
Feel me? I mean, I have an idea, but I don't want the feds to knock my door down.
Just be like, one of your trusted homies be like, "Hey Zeus, you want something to drink?" And all of a sudden you just never wake up from that nap. Dude, Zeus, I ain't gonna lie, like I did not know how Hampton died. Like I didn't know the exact details of his death. So when I found out that pussy ass cowardly way they killed him, I'm like, y'all was that shook of a 21-year-old.
Right.
They had to put him to sleep first. Y'all couldn't even give him the honor of a fair gunfight. It's just like, damn, that's crazy work.
Yeah, I didn't know about the drugging part. I mean, I knew about the shooting because, like, I remember watching the Dave Chappelle Block Party, and they had his son in that, like, on there, and he talked about it. But I didn't know that they had like drugged him though first. Like that was just crazy. But yeah, man. Listen, all I'll say is I'm not advocating for it, but a little skinny dude from here came close. Is all I'm saying. It's that somebody came close, and I just don't. No, I'm not gonna say it. Never mind. We're gonna get canceled.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know, Zeus.
Let's get canceled. I'm all about getting canceled.
Like what
because if you own it, if you really own it, you can never be canceled. You know what I'm saying?
So Zeus, what do you think was in the mindset of like, our fellow black men and Latinos and gay people go like, you know what? We gonna fuck with this nigga who been out the gate said he hated us in the first place. I mean, maybe not the gay people because he did pander to them his first term, but blacks and Latinos, come on.
Yeah.
Dog. He was
and also natives. And also natives.
And natives, yeah. Which, by the way, due to the ice raid, some natives were getting picked up. I'm like, they're literally, if anybody's from here, is them. Like the fuck. Like,
how y'all gonna deport a real American?
Right.
I know. That's what I'm saying. It's like this ice shit is like this
Feel
is
me?
racist.
We just gotta get. You know how they have. You know how they have like their sleeper cells. within the communities of color. You know how they got their informants or whatever. We just gotta get, you know what I'm saying? We gotta find somebody who's biracial and we gotta train them. You feel me? And then and then we just
Oh,
gotta we just gotta
there was
somehow get
actually
ayahuasca into the drinking water. You feel me?
you
And
know
then we can all be on one accord.
Zeus, you mentioned that there's actually, I forget what it was called. Oh my god! But there was a it was based on true events, but yeah, there was like this graphic novel about this white passing biracial man who, yeah, he infiltrated white circles, came back to the black community, gave them like, yeah, that's what they planned and that's what they think. Yep.
Well,
That's
just recently,
we just need the right light skinned nigga. That's all it takes.
recently, actually, recently, as in, I want to say within the past 6 months, there was actually a story that came out where there was this guy who apparently he had fell down the right wing path, like pipeline, but he was kind of still on the fence about a lot of stuff, and somehow he got he fell kind of hard and got himself involved with like some of them militia groups and like right wing militias and stuff like that, and he reached out. I think this was like either right before or just right after the January 6th riot. Apparently, he reached out to a journalist, and here he was recording meetings and leaking stuff, all types of stuff. Like and I think like the story just came out like a couple months ago. And they kept his name private, obviously, because
yeah,
like
because he would get killed.
yeah,
Like,
yeah, because they gonna kill him. But like, he snitched like big time. Like he said, yeah, I think it was after the January 16th because I guess like he was saying like, yo, like they already was on. I was already iffy on being here anyway. But once I saw that, that's when I knew something dangerous was about to happen if we just kept letting them go. So he said he stuck it out for a couple more years and reached out to a journalist dude and was like, "Yo, like I'm gonna feed you all this info, like you need to start building a story on this stuff because these people's crazy, like
Feel me?
yeah, just wild as hell."
You know? And see, it don't even have to be like like we can report back on what they're doing, but like I don't know, two fires is just gonna make more fire.
Right.
So we just gotta somehow get like some ayahuasca in the general drinking water. Whatever, like all the people in Washington, they're all drinking water out the same coolers. So if we can just get some ayahuasca in that fucking cooler, then we have a chance.
can you imagine like seeing Trump on an ayahuasca trip? Like, oh my god, I saw my spirit animal. I was I was a golden retriever. I was running through the fields. I realized
Okay,
what was I
Sometimes people
doing?
just gotta be like smacked out of their body real quick, but then like come back to it.
I saw
You
the
know,
spirit of my father. He said I was a
right?
disappointment.
You know what though?
The
Like I
spirit of a
never
disappointment. I don't understand.
I think that's
I
the
feel like
one
Trump would
thing
come down from the trip and be like, "I didn't swallow.
right.
I was
I
sober
think
the
that's the
whole
one thing I gotta
time."
that's one thing I gotta wipe off the bucket list. I never had to like I never did enough hallucinogens to where I had to go through the ego death and all that stuff. So I don't know. I'm gonna do that one day, but I'm gonna need a guide. I'm gonna need a spotter. But
Like
would
it
you have
definitely
would
get
you
one
have
of
been
those.
through that though? Like having to like you didn't like what you gotta do like 3 grams of shrooms to go through that. They call it like the ego death or something like that, where you just sort of like went
Yeah,
into
the
high
first
peak
time I
voice
had
where you
ego
gotta
death
take.
was on. First time I experienced ego death, I was on DMT, but I've also
Mm,
experienced it off mushrooms. But it normally takes like I'll say like 5 and up, like 5 grams and up of mushrooms to like really like really have that ego death trip.
yeah, 'cause I was gonna say like I mean now the one substance I was hooked on, which I talk about in my music. Like I mean I guess there was sort of an ego death to it, but that's basically more so just like all right, you know what these effects are doing. Don't be freaking out. Just let it ride. Like so is that like
Yep.
kind of like the same like logic with when it comes to like acid and shroom stuff like that?
If you get like, if you ever get too like deep in the trip, like when people say like bad trip experience or like how like as I'm sure you know, because like we're all black, you might tell somebody black that, oh, I've done shrooms or acid, and they look at you crazy, right? But these same people will like fucking pop a perk or something.
Yeah.
You feel me? And you're like, I don't know how that compute. I don't know how what I'm doing is crazy, but okay,
Right.
We all different people, but like whatever you put in your body, there can be a time where you're like, oh my god, and I guess what people are describing as a bad trip is they get to a point in the trip where they're just not sure of themselves, but I always tell people like, if you know whatever drug you do, if you know yourself, you're gonna be all right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because like there's niggas who fucking will smoke dust and fucking like eat somebody or cut their dick off or some shit. You feel me?
Yeah.
And then there's niggas who been smoking dust their whole fucking lives. You like Russell Simmons, that nigga was a dust head before he got rich.
Really?
That nigga used to smoke wet all the time. Yeah. And he, you know what I'm saying? He never fucking crashed out or like went fucking crazy or no shit.
Because I recognize the reference of cutting your dick off. That was a Wu-Tang affiliate, right? Who did that?
Yeah, that nigga Christ Bear.
And then Pookie. I mean Tookie. I'm sorry. Tookie Williams. Yeah, I think he smoked some PCP before killing that Korean family. So I was just like, whoa, don't do
but
that.
Then
drug.
like I heard this story about I think it was like at one of the Ivy League schools. There was a black professor up there, and he said he been doing heroin every day for almost like 10 plus years. He said, and he'll do it once in the morning, and
he's like the most rare like functional addicts I ever seen. Like
swear, like
heroin once a day.
Yeah, he just flat out said it. Nobody even asked him. He just it was just like, yeah, I do heroin. Like I was like, hey yo, like that's crazy. And this is an Ivy League professor. Like that's crazy, man. That's wild. Like it's crazy how some drugs affect people, man.
He probably snort that shit because I've heard like people who like snort heroin. You know what I'm saying? They can I guess keep a more so like cleaner appearance as they keep up their habit.
Bro, I didn't even know you could snort heroin, bro. That's how disconnected from the shit I am. I didn't even know you could snort that shit. I thought that was just straight injectable.
In Jersey, like niggas will buy like powdered heroin. I remember the first time I found this out, I was like 16, and it was some Arab nigga, and he was trying to buy heroin, and he came up to me and my homie because nobody on the block would sell to him because they all thought he was a cop because of how he was dressed, but he was literally just like some out of towner ass nigga. But this nigga, like, he bought some dope and then he like laced his blunt with it. And we were like, bro, you smoke that shit? And he was like, yeah, I just sprinkle a little bit on the blunt. I was like, oh my God. I'm like, bro, the weed isn't enough. I'm like, bro, the weed isn't enough, bro. Yeah, you gotta put dope on the weed. You can't just do one. Like, okay, if you're gonna smoke dope, just smoke dope. Like, you gotta fuck the blunt up with some heroin. That's crazy.
Oh no, bro! Like smoking after that nigga. You know what I'm saying? He
was smoking his own. That nigga smoked his own blunt. We just showed him where to get that shit.
No, I'm just saying, like, imagine
you didn't watch him roll it and he passed it to you. You be like, what the fuck?
Y'all out chilling and this nigga try to pass the shit around like to your shelf, like that's crazy. That's
crazy,
wild shit, boy.
I heard like former NFL niggas like I heard they be crushing Viking in they blinds. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? Like,
boy, you finna have your behind stuck on that couch. Like that's crazy. I
mean, but they be in pain though. They gotta numb the pain somehow. I guess they got.
That's some wild shit. Listen, it's some, I've been around weed before, obviously, but there's some drugs that, like, if I see them, I'll be like, oh, I'm in the wrong spot. Like,
yeah.
Like, I remember when I was in college, I remember I was joking about crack. Again, I was joking, and my friend took me to like it was like his friend that he had met like the week before, and we went over his apartment, and that dude had his brother and their homeboy from back home up there for the weekend that day too. So we in there. We was talking about Dave Chappelle, right? We was talking about Tyrone Biggums, the crackhead and shit. And I made some joke about crack, and then the one dude turns over, he's like, actually, and starts like giving me all these real facts about crack, and I'm like, you shouldn't.
Why do you know that?
Yeah, I'm like, what? Hey, first off, I was joking. Second off, the fact that you this passionate to correct me about the actual things around the crack lets me know that this is something crazy. And then they started telling all these crazy stories about how they got high on like DMT and stuff. And no, it wasn't DMT. I think it was like Molly. And then they also was drunk. And then they like stole the grandma's car or something like that, and almost hit 6 people, and like almost got pulled over. I'm like, I'm sitting there, I'm like, yo, where the fuck am I at? And then I've been a couple other places where, again, more white folks, they just casually pull out the cocaine, and I'm just like, what? Like, that's crazy. Like, you know,
They knew how to party.
Yeah, I'm like, maybe somebody should have warned me first. Like, you only, like, at least say, hey, this is coming out now. You just pulled it out like it was nothing. Like, you just pulled out like cotton candy. Like, that ain't gum pulled out. Like, that's.
I mean, my uncle, peace be upon him, like, yeah, he was another very functional, like, I'm telling you, man, this man could be on an X pill, do a bump, be drinking. Bro, he can still maintain a line, maintain a lane, like driving. Like it was super weird, man.
Man,
like,
that's some wild stuff. It's crazy, man.
That's crazy work.
Yeah, it is, man. Some people's lives, bro. Like the lives some people lead, bro. I just can't get over the heroin and the blunt. That's crazy. Like
yeah,
I can't. Like I said,
like what you running from, dog?
yeah, like you have a dang Vietnam flashbacks or something. Like what's happening? Like
You know, I ain't gonna hold you though. Like if I ever go to Vietnam, I'll be like, hey, I want that shit.
Yeah, for real. Cause shit. If I get deployed, I am dying like a samurai. But I'm about to be high as fuck when it happens.
Right. Oh, for sure.
I was talking about present day. Like nigga, I'm like, hey, I want.
I'm taking everything and I'm going Rambo mode. Like I'm just gonna take everything.
This whole house and sell me some of that shit.
Yeah. Present day non-soldier me. I don't know if I'm going over there doing.
Take me there and sell me.
but like, if I'm like, yeah, if back in the day, I get drafted, the country country already treats black folks crazy anyway. Yeah, I 100% understand why people was going over there and
I'm doing anything to escape, bro.
Yeah, like you know what I'm saying. I remember I watched that movie Platoon. I 100% would have been hanging out with Willem Dafoe and all them, bro. Like that's no doubt in my mind. Like you know, I know that the movie doesn't say it, but there's been fans of the movie who be like, "Oh, which side of the factions would you have joined? Would you have joined up with Willem Dafoe, or would you have joined up with the other niggas?" Well, considering the other niggas was a bunch of crazy rapist motherfuckers, I'd have joined the drug addicts.
Yeah, for real. Cause I'm sorry, dog. I don't know. Cause that one scene still pissed me off. That they went to this random village. It was like a dude with just one leg, and the crazy white dude just beat him to death.
Oh yeah, homeboy from Entourage.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, you gonna sit down and smoke some shit, bro? You tripping?
Yeah, like he beat homeboy to death, and then the main crazy dude shot that woman in the head. Like it was just, and then The one who pissed me off was the little skinny black dude who hung out with them. Oh, that nigga
Oh yeah,
was
he was
awesome.
he was a rapist too.
I never wanted a black dude to die in a movie so bad, bro. Like, I mean, he was already a piece of shit, but the nail in the coffin was when he tried to rape that little girl, bro. I was like, you know what? Kill this nigga now. I was just like, I hated him so bad. I was just like, ah. Oh man, it was just like in a movie full of white people. Like, I hate that I hate you right now, black man. But like, good lord, like you
Bro,
just
like, and that's the thing, right? Like, you knew we had no business being over there. Where it's like, even in the movies, like, nah, nigga. Actually, the main villain is like half of the platoon.
yeah,
Literally.
yeah,
Shit.
yeah, yeah, bro. No, I had my mom's cousin. He served in Vietnam, and he ended up like that. Unfortunately, though, he wasn't even drafted. He went over there.
He voluntarily went. He said, "I want to kill me some Asians."
Nah, from the rumor was essentially he just wanted to get out of Pittsburgh, like, and away from the family. And well, I guess he was having second thoughts before he got on the bus, and they was kind of like, too late, nigga. And then he got over there, and then that's when he started using drugs and all types of crazy stuff. And then he got affected by the Agent Orange and everything like that. It was done deal from there. Like, he was affected by it. He was shot out, till he died. So it was crazy shit, man.
Yeah, man. That PTSD is no joke, man. Especially drug addiction. So peace be upon your mom's cousin.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Cousin Money. Although it's not funny, but like, so apparently my Aunt Eunice, like, didn't exactly make things better for him when he was over there, because apparently every time she would write a note, she would always be talking about who got hurt, who died, who lost their job and shit. So imagine you sat there all day in the jungle getting shot at by the Viet
Right, you gotta hear some bad
just
news.
for your mom to write a note of bad news coming from Pittsburgh. Like, what? Everybody else getting all these happy notes talking about who got married and everything. Here go my Aunt Udi talking about who died. Like, goddamn. I want to hear this shit. Nah, bro. But what is it? Anything else politically y'all want to talk about before we wrap this up?
Yeah, man. As I said last episode, why the fuck do we have an unelected South African immigrant in our White House? God damn it. We got to let it be known. We got to say it just like that. Why are they making rules?
Yeah. I feel you.
Wait. Who's the unelected South African? Is somebody African in the White House, or that was just a joke?
Elon Musk. He's
Elon Musk, yeah.
South African.
Oh, you mean an Afrikaan? An Afrikaan.
Yeah, Afrikaan. Yeah.
Afrikaan.
You know what's crazy, Zeus? Like, I was reading up on Elon's family history. They said like his grandfather literally chose to live in South Africa because Canada wasn't racist enough. Like that, like his family is crazy.
Yeah. You know how wild you gotta be to chase racism across the globe?
Literally.
Like, they was like, oh no.
Across the globe, bro. Diagonally across the globe.
Exactly.
And then look, you leaving your natural habitat to go somewhere below the equator. You leaving your natural habitat to chase racism.
Right.
Crazy.
Like, I'm gonna get sunburns, but I'm gonna hate these niggas.
Right. And that's the thing, because you could have picked America, you could have picked certain parts of Germany. They was like,
no, I want to hate niggas in their homeland.
Yeah, like he's like, I want it straight from the tap. Like,
I want to wake up and hate these niggas where they are.
Yeah, like he's like, I need that authentic racism.
Right.
Like, He's like, nah, bro, this is crazy. Like, I woke up and they won't even let me punch the little black kids in the face no more. What's going on? What's going on?
He said, I ain't having this shit.
Like, because I used to be confused, like, what I'm saying, like, I used to be like, damn, why don't Jamaicans just stop in Florida? Because at least when they go all the way up to New York and Canada and stuff, they're just looking for work. But
Because
nah,
Haitians already have Florida. The Haitians have
I was
Florida.
about to say, yeah,
Oh,
you can't fight against that. It's a turf war at that
The
point.
Haitians are not giving up Florida, okay?
Well, hold on now. I've seen the cinematic masterpiece known as Shadas, and yeah, Ziggy stopped in Miami
He
like a
did, he
normal
did,
person.
he
So I
did.
was like, what?
He did.
But even in Shawtas though, Wyclef was the main bad guy, and Wyclef is Haitian.
He is.
See, I gotta rewatch it because I was like, what is his character? 'Cause I only seen him on one scene. Like, so that's like,
Yeah, he's barely in the movie, yet he was like supposed to be one of the main like antagonists in the movie. And then once he dies, they just bring that old Jamaican dude from Belly back. So that and his second in command, skinny DJ Khaled. I'll never forget that, boy.
I forgot that in that movie.
I gotta rewatch that movie with the subtitles, of course.
Yeah, no, that was my mistake when I first tried to watch it. I'm like, I ain't picking up no parts of this dialogue, boy. Other than when Damian Marley would talk, he at least had a hint of an American accent. So I'm like, okay, this I can understand. But then everybody else in the movie started talking. I'm like, what the hell is y'all saying?
It's not that hard to understand.
I couldn't do it, bro. I'm sorry.
Hey, I understood pussy hole. I understood that one.
I couldn't get it, bro. I needed dang Rosetta Stone to understand that movie.
What was up with that one character, bro? This man was a whole serial killer in the gang.
Talking about the nigga with the golden tooth.
Yeah, like every time he got a kill, it's like he had to count it. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? I'm staying over here.
See,
nigga was a Jamaican anime villain.
See, that dude though, I only recognize that actor from what's that movie with Ice Cube and them when they stole the wheelchairs and they robbed the church First Sunday. Yeah, he was one of the Jamaican gangsters they stole the wheelchairs from. I recognized him immediately. I'm like
typecast as a Jamaican gangster.
Yeah. But with that being said, hey, it's been another episode of the SOS, y'all. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you, Zeus. Shout out to Zeus. Zeus, you got any shout outs you want to do, bro?
Shout out y'all. Shout out y'all. Shout out SOS Podcast. Thank y'all for having me again. Yeah, just stay on the lookout. Shout out the fans, those dear handful of people that be actually listening to my music. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep dumping music for them and shit. And yeah, just be on the lookout because this year is about to be fucking crazy.
Hey, that's what's up. Thank you so much, Zeus. Thank you so much, everybody who tuned in today. Thank you so much to anybody who's going to tune in the future. We are the SOS Podcast. We do this every Wednesday at 8 p.m. We are a family-run podcast run by three brothers. Our brother Los couldn't be here today. I'm most dope. We got Tenzin up here. Where you at? Right here. Yup. And yeah, holding it down. Like I said, every Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Check us out. Check out our YouTube channel for past episodes of the show. Check out all our Instagram pages. We got clips and everything on there. Thank you so much. Peace out. We love y'all. We done.
Yes, I held it. Peace, y'all.
Peace.